Let's take a look at a key case in criminal law for the area of manslaughter. This case is R versus Evans, which was heard in 2009. The victim in this case was a heroin addict, and her sister, alongside her mother, decided to buy her heroin. The victim self-injected the heroin, but unfortunately started to have the effects of an overdose. The defendants chose not to seek medical assistance for fear of discovery of the drugs and the fact that it came from them, so they simply put her to bed. The defendants then went to sleep in the same room as her, and when they woke up, the sister had unfortunately died. Evans, alongside her mother, were charged with gross negligence manslaughter. The defendants were guilty of gross negligence manslaughter. Her mother failed in her duty of care to act when she noticed that she had overdosed, and the sister also had a duty of care which she failed. The courts were clear that it wasn't because of the family situation, it was because she created a dangerous situation when she brought the drugs into the property, and she failed to help when her sister had started to overdose. So she'd contributed to this situation, and she either knew or she ought to have known that potentially this would have been a life-threatening situation by handing over the heroin. The sister was under a duty to take reasonable steps for the safety of the victim once she appreciated that there was a fatal issue, but she didn't. She simply put her to bed so that it didn't look like she had anything to do with the incident. This is a really good case because it shows gross negligence manslaughter for people that deal drugs, and as you may be aware, it's been difficult for the courts to actually do this and get these charges. So if the victim is in a bit of a difficult situation, like in this case, and you fail to intervene, like Evans did, then a conviction for gross negligence manslaughter will be upheld. So it's a really good case to show for gross negligence manslaughter, especially if your scenario does contain anything to do with drugs. It's also a good case to show omissions because they failed to intervene. So therefore, as a result, you can use this under the creation of a danger category for omissions.